Welcome back. My name is Elvis, and on today's video, I'm going to show you how to fix postponement errors. It does happen, so it's very important for you to know on how to get those errors fixed. And there's something that you need to understand with the postponement. Once the postponement tasks are granted, the system will then trigger certain tasks in the back end that will affect the due date, and also obviously affect the hearing day and time that also will be affected. So it's very important for us to get those errors fixed when it does happen. The due date only changes for postponements that are granted for ARs and claimants. The due date does not change if the agency has their postponement granted. And for this example, so as an example, I mistakenly postponed the wrong case. So now I have to get this fixed. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through the steps on how to fix the postponement error. So the first thing you have to do is notate the due date and hearing day and time. So let's do that. So right here, I'm going to type in the due date first. So the due date is 10/7/2022, and the hearing day and time. The hearing. So to know the hearing day and time, you have to go to the hearing tab over here. So the hearing was set for 9/7/2022 at 12:05 p.m. It's a very odd time. No one's ever going to have a hearing at 12:05. Okay? Just an FYI. That's not ideal to have one at 12:05. So we'll type that in there. So 12:05 p.m. for the hearing day and time. Next. So, like I said before, when you do a postponement, once you get that processed, then it will trigger things in the back end. So once that's granted, then the due date will get pushed back 30 days. So we have to fix this due date. Okay, it's very important to fix the due date. The original due date, let's see, was September 7th, 2022. So let's get that updated to September 7th. So I'm going to show you on how to get that updated. So let's go back to the appeal. As you see, I use the breadcrumbs. It's very helpful with toggling back and forth windows there. And we're going to scroll down here and look for the modify due date. Okay. So what you do is just click on this little bubble. It says yes, and we're going to want to remove days. So we want to remove 30 days. So let's do 30. And don't forget the little minus symbol. Like you see here, I put in a minus symbol and then 30. That will remove 30 days from the due date. And you have to include a reason why you're doing this. So my reason is, let's see, let me type something in there. So this is the reason: the postponement request was for a different hearing, therefore the due date needs to be reverted back to its original date. Okay, so that works for me for the reason. And then you hit save, and it should update the due date to September 7th, and that's what we want it at. Okay, so perfect, we got the due date back, so that's fixed. Now we have to put the hearing day and time back as well. So for this to happen, you have to email us. Okay, and we will do that in the back end. So email us at ACMS dss.ca.gov. I'm going to get that fixed right now. Okay, I'll be right back with you. Okay, just one moment. And we're back. All right, so let's see. All right, so I got an email back from ACMS saying that they have put the hearing day and time. So let's just double check. So let's say, so our handy dandy notepad is right here. So the hearing day is 9/7, so that checks out. September 7th at 12:05. Perfect. All right, so we got the hearing day and time back. So the next thing you have to do is suppress the letter So again, when a postponement is granted, it's going to trigger a couple of things. So like I said, one of them is the due date, and it'll also cancel the hearing, and the last thing is it'll trigger a letter saying that the postponement was granted. So the claimant will receive that, whether it's email or post office. So let's check what the preference is for Harold Clemente. So his preference is email address. Unfortunately, we're unable to suppress emails because they instantly receive an email notification that their postponement was granted. So they're going to be like, wait, what? Did I postpone something? That's not right. So what you have to do is contact the claimant immediately and tell them that to disregard that email, and that the hearing is still set for September 7th at 12:05 p.m. So explain that it was postponed by mistake. However, everything is still the same, the hearing day and time, and this is regarding CalFresh, and it's an in-person hearing. So you just have to go over the details. And let's say if the claimant had post office for their preferred method. So, and also for the postponement letters, you're only able to suppress the letters if you're doing it on the same day that it was generated. So this letter was generated today. So let's just pretend that this claimant has post office. So you see here, it will show a time, like a stamp here with the day and time that the letter was sent out. Being that today was the day that it was generated, so there's no stamp on there. So we're able to suppress the letter. And to suppress the letter, all you do is just click on this where it says mail sent, hit yes, save, and the letter is now suppressed. But again, this is only for post office. For emails, we're unable to suppress emails because the claimant will automatically get a notification via email, and we're unable to stop those. Okay, it's very important to explain everything. Yeah, so it's also if it is suppressed, you don't have to contact the claimant. That's only if it's sent via email or if you're unable to suppress the post office letter. Let's say if you do it the next day, and you see that there's already a stamp here. So you would have to follow up with the claimant because they are going to receive the letter that the postponement was granted, and they're going to be confused. Okay, this is very important to kind of clarify with them that everything is still the same hearing day and time. That this case was postponed by mistake, but everything is fixed now. Okay, and you also have to contact several people when this happens. So one of them is the ALJ. So for the hearing, you would have to contact the ALJ. So whoever the ALJ is for this hearing, you would have to send an email explaining what happened, that the case was postponed in error. It's very important to do that. And you also have to notify the primary hearing rep because they will automatically receive a notification. Okay, so they're going to be confused as well. So to get that information for the primary hearing rep, you just have to go to the contacts tab and email them right there. It's me. You can email me, explain what happened, and that the case is still set for the original day and time, which is September 7th at 12:05. Okay, and the last thing you have to do is add a note. Very important. Okay, so for this note, I'm gonna just I don't know, real quick, add a note for the title. I'm gonna just say postponement error, just that, and just say let's see, so say the postponement requested was for a different case, therefore the due date needs to be reverted back to its original date. What you did, I emailed ACMS so they can put, oh I forgot a PD in there, put the hearing back on the right day and time. Oh, you have to say that you modified. I modified the due date to its original date. Now I'll just put like, where's my notepad? Which was at 10/7, right? 10/7. I'll just put little parentheses here, 10/7. Email it, and next thing I emailed ACMS so they can put the hearing back on the right day and time. I suppressed the postponement letter save. That's it, and we're all done. Okay, if you have any questions, please email us at acms@dss.ca.gov. All right, thank you.